Yo people, welcome back to Ron's Tech Hub, and today I'm going to be showing you guys how to install LineageOS 22 on the Samsung Galaxy Tab S6 Lite, the 2022 version. Yes, this is the same Qualcomm version I did before, so this is the Snapdragon version and not the Samsung Exynos version. Here I am back on my PC, and again, this is not a ROM that I created. I simply Lite using stock Android, and I found this ROM created by daniml3. I'll put the link in the description to this website. If you're doing this from a stock ROM from fresh, I would highly recommend go watching my previous video, which shows you how to go through every single step. This video, because I already have LineageOS 21 installed, I'm going to go all the way down. So again, this is a website. I'm going to scroll down to where it says upgrade from LineageOS 21. This is the one I'm going to be doing. The steps are going to be less than going from stock ROM. So please, again, go ahead and watch a previous video. I'll put the link in this description. So if I click on this blue right in here, it's going to expand this section, and this will give you all the instructions you need. I'm going to zoom in as much as I can. And the first step says download the ROM from the download section. Make sure you download the zip file and not SHA-256 sum file. All that means, I'm going to scroll down slightly. At the very bottom it says downloads, and from here it says all files, ROM and recovery. I'm going to go to this website here. I'm going to click on this link to go to the page to download the files I need. So click on that link. It takes me to this page here. Let me zoom all the way in. I'm going to need to download that very first file that says lineage 22, and I'm also going to need to download that very last file that says recovery. You don't need to download this one, but if you want to, you can. To download it, I simply click on the file once and it will start downloading straight away. So I'm going to download both at the same time, and once these are finished, then I'll come back. Both files are now been downloaded. I'm going to go to my downloads folder just to double check that they're there and everything is okay. That's my downloads folder here. Everything seems perfectly fine. Next it says once in recovery, go to the apply update section and click ADB sideload. So that tells us straight away we need to go onto our device and get into recovery. Then it says connect your device to the computer and sideload the update with ADB sideload and the path to file. This, I'll show you exactly how to do this, and not to worry. Please do keep in mind that you will have to turn on USB debugging and developer options. So turn on developer options and scroll down and turn on USB debugging as well. Make sure that these things are on, otherwise this process won't work, even though you've done it before, because this is technically a new tablet with a new ROM. After you install the LineageOS 21, you need to do these things again. You will need to have ADB installed on your computer. If you're not sure how to do this, if you go back and watch my previous video, the link will be in the description. It shows you exactly what to download and how to install this. So I already have ADB downloaded. I'm going to go to my downloads folder, go into my ADB platform tools. I'm going to press and hold shift on my keyboard, and I'm going to right click on a blank white space. Once this comes up, I'm going to click on open in terminal. Let me drag this across. Let me minimize everything else. I'm going to need to do adb.sideload. You can find these instructions on the website here. So I'm just going to copy that, go back to my terminal window, and to make this work, all I need to do is to right click to paste it. So I'm going to right click to paste that, press enter. Perfect. So everything works for me. My USB debugging mode is on, my developer options is on, my USB cable is plugged into my PC. Everything's working because this comes up. So now I can go ahead and do the rest of the stuff I need to do. So the next step for me, because I already have recovery installed, I'm going to press and hold the power button on the side of my tablet. I've leaned my tablet so it might seem a bit wonky. It's because I'm trying to make sure the light doesn't bounce off it in a weird way. I'm going to press and hold the power button. Then I'm going to go to where it says restart on my tablet here. Tap on restart, and this is the option that comes up for me. I've got system recovery, download and fast boot. I need to go to recovery, and that should just reboot into recovery mode, and then I can do all the stuff I need to do. I'm going to leave my USB cable plugged in, and it should work perfectly fine. Press power key to continue. I'm going to press my power key once. I'm booted into recovery. It says I need to go to apply update, so I'm going to use my volume keys on the right hand side to go down to apply update. Press the power button to go into that option. From here again, I can use my volume keys to navigate up and down, but you shouldn't need to. It should by default be on apply from ADB. So I'm going to press the power button again to select apply from ADB. Then I'm going to go onto my computer and continue from there. Again, this is a step I'm on now. I'm going to use ADB to push the update to the tablet. It's already in ADB mode. So what I need to do now is go to my downloads folder again. I'm going to go from the start. Go to my downloads folder, go to platform tools, go into platform tools again. And from here, I'm going to right click while holding shift. So I'm going to press and hold shift on my keyboard. Then I'm going to right click, and this is going to open up this dialog window. I'm going to go to where it says open in terminal, and this black screen is going to come up. Let me minimize this in the background, and from here let me zoom in as well. Back on the website, it tells us exactly what we need to do. Because I already have my files in my downloads folder, the only thing I should need to change at this point is where it says my user to my name. If your file is in your downloads folder, that should be all you need to do as well. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to copy or type type in adb space sideload into my terminal window. So adb space sideload into my terminal window. Then after I put adb sideload, what I'm going to do is I'm going to copy some of this. The file name is going to be slightly different, so I don't need to copy everything. I'm going to copy the C, the users, my user, downloads, and lineage. I'm going to copy all of this. So I'm going to highlight it with my mouse, right click, and go to copy. The reason I'm doing this is the name that is here is just an example, and this name is not the same name of the file that we've downloaded just now. So this will not work. You need to make some changes. Let me go back to my terminal window. I'm going to right click to paste some of that. But before I make any more changes, I'm going to go use my arrow keys on my keyboard to go all the way back to where it says my user, change it from my user to my username, which is RONAL. For some reason, Windows leaves off the last letter. So I'm going to go back to the N again, lineage. So this is the path of my file. This is where it's saved on my computer. You can try pressing tab on your keyboard and it might do auto completion. Mine did it, so that should be fine. So that's auto completion there. And what that does, it just fills in the rest of the stuff. I'm going to try pressing enter on my keyboard now to see if it starts writing the new update to the tablet. So I'm going to press enter. Please do remember, everything you have on the tablet is going to be wiped. Your G apps is going to be gone. Every single app you have is going to be gone. It's like you're setting up this tablet from fresh again. I think I was making exactly the same mistake I made last time, which was in front of the ADB, I didn't actually have my dot and forward slash. So back on my terminal window, I'm going to use my arrow key to go all the way back, all the way back, all the way back. And in front of ABD, you put a full stop, then a forward slash. And then I'm going to try and press enter, see if that works. Okay, something's happening here on the tablet. Hopefully you can see that. Let me try and push this up. Sorry about the bad lighting. And as you can see on my screen, stuff is happening as well. I probably should have mentioned this before, but please make sure you back everything up. And number two, please make sure you have enough battery. I think I had like 95%. I would highly recommend anything over 60 should be good, because I think the screen is automatically on full brightness and it does quite a few things in the background. So you might want to just make sure you have enough battery. So this option just came up. It said signature verification failed, install anyway. Again, I'm going to use my arrow keys on the right hand side to scroll through, make sure the purple is on the yes. I'm going to press the power button to select yes, and that should continue. It was at 47% before, and let's see if it moves away from there. Let's see. 47, nothing happening on the tablet. Okay, it says patching vendor image unconditionally now. First it said patching system image. So I think stuff is now happening again. All right, perfect. So installation was finished. Everything, let me minimize this. Everything seemed to have worked okay. I didn't get any errors other than that verification thing I had to do at some point. Now checking back on the website, it says, given this mandatory signature verification error only for the first time flash, it is recommended to verify the file's integrity before flashing using the provided. So if you wanted to double check that this is a correct file, you can go ahead and do that. I'm not too worried about this. I don't really keep anything important on my tablet. The device should start verifying and installing the update. You will get an error about signature. So we did get that error about signature verification. So that's where we had to use the volume keys again to actually select and then go to yes, you still want to install it. And it says down here, if you had Google apps or G apps installed on LineageOS, it said down here. Now it says if you had Google apps installed in LineageOS 21, they will not be restored automatically. You will have to flash them again and make sure to download the correct version, which is Android 15. So because this is LineageOS 22 that links directly to Android 15, I'm going to go down to where it says recommended G apps here, the same page. I'm going to click on that. It's going to come up with this, and the one you'll need to download is called Mind the Gaps or Mind the G apps, whichever one you want to say. It's the largest file here. We have 484 megabytes, 164 bytes, and 1.43 kilobytes. So I'm going to go ahead and download that very first one. That's the one I'm going to flash to get my G app stuff. There used to be an option for mini, micro G apps, pico G apps, which only gave you like the Play Store, which I really like, but I don't want to go looking for any of that stuff now. I have enough storage now anyway, so I'm going to go with this version. Now that I have Mind the G apps downloaded, I'm going to go ahead and flash this to the tablet as well, and then we can log in and set up the tablet as brand new. Okay, so now I'm going to go ahead and install my G apps again. If you watch my previous video, it's going to be exactly the same process, and this is just for Android 15 instead. So I've already downloaded that. That's what we did in the last one. So it says go to apply update again and choose ADB sideload. So exactly what we did before. On the tablet, I'm gonna go down to where it says apply update. I'm gonna press the power button to select that. Then I'm gonna go to apply from ADB. So again, make sure the purple is highlighting apply from ADB. Okay, once you hear that Windows sound, you should be good. That's connected. I'm going to go back to my ADB folder. So let me go back to my downloads folder first. I'm going to go to platform tools here. Going to go to platform tools again. I'm going to press and hold shift on my keyboard, then right click to open in terminal. You don't always have to do this. I find sometimes it comes up and sometimes it doesn't, depending on the version of Windows you have. So I'm going to press and hold shift, right click, open in terminal. Once my window comes up, I'm going to go ahead and copy this command here from the website, ADB sideload, but be sure to put the dot and the forward slash in front of ADB sideload. So if I go back to my terminal, I'm going to paste that, use my arrow key to go all the way back, put a dot and a forward slash at the very front, use my arrow keys to go to the end again. And from here, I need to go to the location of where my file is saved. Because mine is in downloads, I can probably copy most of this. So I'm going to copy all the way up to where it says mind the gaps or mind the GApps. I'm going to copy that. It's going to be version 15. So this example that they have here is not going to work. This is just an example to show you what you need to enter. So I'm going to go back to my terminal window. I'm going to right click to paste this. And again, I'm going to use my arrow keys to go back to where it says my user, get rid of all of that. And I'm going to change my user to my username on my PC, which is RONAL. Whatever your username is, that's what you need to enter here. Downloads is fine. Mind the GApps is fine. From here, you don't need to actually type the rest of it. What I find is if you press tab again, just like we did before, it should do an autocomplete. And as you can see, because that's the only thing I have in that folder with that name, it does a really nice autocomplete. And I have mind the GApps version 15.0.0 ARM64, blah, 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 blah. So I'm going to go ahead and press enter now, and this should start sideloading the GApps from the computer to my tablet once again. So again, press enter on your keyboard and just wait for it to start doing its thing. Let's see if anything's going to happen. Yep, something moving here. I can see a percentage here on screen moving up, 6, 7, 8. All right, cool. So let's wait for that to finish and then we should be good to go. Recovery signature verification fail thing again. Using the arrow keys, I'm going to select yes, and I'm going to use the power button to select yes. Okay, there we go. That's continuing. For some reason, I find that once I do the verification thing on the tablet, the percentage sign on the computer doesn't move anymore. It shouldn't matter too much because once it's completed on here, you should be good. It says done, install completed with its status 0. So everything seems to be fine. And on here, it does eventually say total Xfixer 1.00x. So I think everything's now done. Back on the tablet again. I have tilted it again so the light doesn't affect it too much. I am going to use the volume key to go to where it says reboot system now. This should load me directly into Android 15. So I'm going to use the power button to select reboot system now. You might want to do a factory data reset as well. I don't think it's necessary, but let's go to reboot system now. That's fine. This is the very first boot of Android 15. So let's see if it actually worked. Let's see if we have any error messages. Press power button to continue or power key to continue. There we go. Android 15 LineageOS boot sequence thing is happening. Okay, this booted me directly into my system with all my apps still installed with all the data. So I'm not sure if something has gone horribly wrong or I'm just really, really lucky. Ideally, normally after installing a new ROM, you should do a factory data reset. I didn't do that. Maybe that's what I should have done, but everything seems to be working fine. It seems a bit laggy now because it just booted up, but once you get into it, it's fine. Let's go to settings. Then from here, I'm going to go down to where it says system. Let's go to about phone. Obviously, it should say about tablet. I'm going to hide my IPv6 address, and as you can see, it does say Android 15 there, so everything seems to be working okay. It does say LineageOS 22.1 and it gives the date as the 29th of December 2024. That is the latest version for this one, so everything seems to be okay, but I don't know why it loaded straight in with all my GApps still. In any case, thanks for watching. Hopefully that worked well for you. If it doesn't work, I would highly recommend and suggest doing a factory data reset before rebooting the system at the very end. Again, LineageOS 22.1, Android 15, December 29, 2024. Last check for update the 5th of February 2025, so everything is working fine.